Mass Effect is and will always be one of the biggest and greatest RPG sci-fi franchises of all time, and it holds a very special place in my heart and a lot of gamers' hearts. With a whole trilogy and a not so good sequel, the franchise is now headed to its next game that will most likely place it back on the right tracks. So let's talk about what we will hopefully get in the next Mass Effect game. What's up everybody, I'm the motherfucker who's making videos on this channel, and this is the 5 things that I'd like to see in the next Mass Effect. And let's start with the most obvious one, better character creator. I think that if you've played Mass Effect, you know what I'm talking about, and I don't really need to explain this to you. But if you don't know what it is, Mass Effect character creator has always been a pain in the ass. It didn't really give you a lot of options in the first Mass Effect, and you ended up with guys looking like this, or this. Going to the third game, it didn't really change much, and you still had to play as weird ass looking dudes, or my guy, which looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Ryan Reynolds had a baby. In Mass Effect Andromeda, the character creator had only let you create a big dumpster fire, huge garbage pile of dirt. So hopefully in the next Mass Effect, we will be able to fully customize our facial features and have a good choice of beard, hair, and also be able to change our body type, which will also act on the way our character moves and plays. On top of that, I hope that they will bring back the backstory, unless we are back at playing Shepard, which I don't mind even a little tiny bit. Customizing your crew. In the first Mass Effect, you could change your crew's armors. In the next Mass Effect, you could no longer change its armors, but you could switch between the pre-existing attires. In the third game, it did not change. In Mass Effect Andromeda, you could no longer change anything about your crew's appearance. So hopefully, in the next Mass Effect, you will be able to change your crew's outfits, change its colors, customize it a little bit, change its armors, and other type of gears. Having your own apartment. In Mass Effect 3's Citadel DLC, you had access to Anderson's apartment. You could run around a bit, invite people in it, you could throw a fucking party in it. How about in the next game we have access to our own apartment from the very beginning of the game, which will give us different options, like for example training in our apartment to upgrade our skills or our physical abilities, sleeping to save in our apartments, inviting our love interest in having dates in our apartments, and of course, then again, throw our own parties. Let's do this, BioWare. I hope that the next game will start a new trilogy. We all know that from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 3, you have to make a lot of damn choices, and those choices have impacts on the next game. The choices you made in Mass Effect 1 may have an impact on Mass Effect 2 or 3. The choices you made in Mass Effect 2 may have an impact on Mass Effect 3. Hopefully, the next game will feature the same damn thing. If you make choices in the next game, it will have an impact on the second and the third game that will hopefully also be released afterwards. And last, we have import at least some of our previous game choices. Just like I said, in the Mass Effect trilogy, you can import all of your choices from one game to another, and those choices have impacts. If one of the characters dies in one game, he will no longer make an appearance in the second one. Hopefully, we will be able to import at least some of the choices we made along our journey through the trilogy into the next game. At least something. This would have been fucking amazing, and I think that a lot of you agree with me. Of course, we all know that it might be a tiny bit difficult for the developers, but hopefully they find a way around that and they manage to bring our fucking dream to come true. So this is it. So let me know, motherfuckers, what you like to see in the next Mass Effect game. And of course, I'll be back making more of these because I have so many fucking things to say about Mass Effect. As usual, keep on playing, keep on being cool, keep on watching movies, keep on creating shit. Yeah, be creative, motherfuckers. Leave a like if you like Mass Effect. I'm getting the fuck out and see you in the next one.